You're a monster, Mr. Grinch. Your heart's an empty hole. Your brain is full of spiders. You've got garlic in your soul, Mr. Grinch. I wouldn't touch you with a 39.5-foot pole.
The music! All right, now, we're going to do this play, and we're going to do it right.
Welcome to the Nightmare Hour. I'm your host, the Nightmare Man. Alongside with me is the very lovely but ghoulish Princess Diva of the Dead. Say howdy.
Hi, baby.
I didn't say hi, baby. I said say howdy.
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 How do you
How
do?
How do you do? Okay.
Hello, everyone.
Now that's our system. Oh. Well, guess what?
What?
Thanksgiving's over.
It is.
I can rebutton my pants now after eating all that turkey.
But not really, because we bought a turkey yesterday. I'm going to cook it.
Wait, I can always eat turkey. And I'll eat that cat, too. Hi, Damien.
Cool, cat.
Damien is joining us on the show today. He just got done eating himself. And
He ate himself?
He's wanting to try to find a place to sit, and there he is.
Now, come on. I don't want a cat butt in my face.
Hopped right on my lap. All right, buddy. You're just going to have to go down and take a nap somewhere. Go on. Beat it.
He's like a dog trying to get him to take a bath.
Pestering.
He's holding on to things so he can't get through.
Pestering cat, anyways. But yes, all good things must come to an end. Thanksgiving is over, and now it is the beginning of December, which means
All the Jolly Balls.
yes, it's coming. It was
And the
inevitable.
music. I don't like Christmas music. There's like 2 songs that I like.
Did you happen to like the opening theme, the Grinch? That's always a classic one. I like that one. Those are all my favorite movies. The Grinch and
Charlie Brown?
no, I'm not really much of a Charlie Brown fan. I like the A Christmas Story. No, teacher, I didn't touch Lucy's private. Oh.
No, I don't think that's what's in it.
No, I don't think. But yes, Christmas is a coming.
But you know what? I'm not taking all my Halloween down. You know why?
We never do.
Yeah, but Mr. Bones that sits on the bench out on the front porch, he's going to stay there.
We'll have to get him a Santa hat.
I have a Santa hat to put on him.
Well, I think he's awful cold out there because you know he ain't got nothing on.
He's
but
still covered in cobwebs.
yeah, that's not going to keep his ass warm at night. That's for sure.
Nothing's going to keep his ass warm because he's all bones.
Because he's all dead.
He's all dead.
But yeah, it's here. Christmas is coming. It was inevitable. I don't want to see it come, but we have no choice.
Yeah, and it's all about the gifts and gifts and gifts.
Well, yes, that I have talked about. As a matter of fact, we talked about that on last week as we were on Mad World Radio.
Yes, we were on Mad World Radio up in Michigan.
That went pretty well. We had a great time with the Odd Man and Lady Odd, and we sat in on their show for about 3 hours and just made fools of ourselves, and
You know
we
what?
had fun doing it.
You know what happens every time we go to Michigan?
What?
The only 2 times
get lost.
The 2 times that we have been to Michigan, we have been there on a Saturday
Yes.
during Buckeye season, and every time we go to Michigan, they frickin' lose.
Maybe it's because you're bad luck.
No, it's because I'm a Buckeye and I'm in the wrong damn state on the wrong damn day.
You bring bad luck. I did enjoy the supper that we had at Frickers
The lunch.
or lunch, well, brunch. I don't know. Early
Yes.
lunch, late
You
lunch.
had never been to Frickers.
There was like so many Ohio State people in there.
There was
It
one
fun.
Michigan guy in a place full of
He'd
Buckeyes.
have never made it out alive. You know, the Buckeyes at the end there was in dire straits, and that one Michigan fan was having a great time. If I was him, I wouldn't have been cheering so much because there's a lot of Buckeye fans that would have slaughtered his ass.
He had a lot of friends at his table, though, and they were
He
all
didn't
Buckeyes.
have many friends, that's for sure. Compared to all the other psychos that were back going,
You were sitting there
Every time they
making
make a
fun
damn-
of all of
every time-
us.
well, I mean, my God, I mean, yeah, I like to root for the whole team, but I don't spin my head like Linda Blair or anything like that. Why is it down? Crazy people. But
Yeah, they lost. It's the first time they lost in like 8 games, but
the food was great, and
out of the, you know what?
what?
Out of the last 11 times the Buckeyes have played Michigan, we have won 9 of them.
Well,
Because we is better.
that's great, but for me, I'd rather watch the Andy Griffith Show or the Discovery Channel.
Oh my
I'm sorry, it's
God.
just a father in me. I mean, I'm like my father.
You have to be a Buckeye.
I have Buckeye shirts. I just wear them because I look good in them. But
Oh, for
anyways,
fuck's sake.
I'm like my father. I'm sorry. If you went out Super Bowl weekend out to my father's and tried to watch the game, you're going to get thrown out of the house or a shotgun blast to the face, because if you changed the channel to the Super Bowl while he was watching either Discovery Channel or something else, you're taking your life in your own hands, because he did not
I
want to
only
watch
watch
the
the Super Bowl if a team that I like is playing.
Well, the Buckeyes ain't going to be playing, that's for sure.
They're college. They're not NFL.
Hey, I'm not fall off the
Oh
turnip
my
truck
God.
yesterday.
Yes, you did.
I know that. There might be a few Buckeye fans players that might have been
There are.
they're in the NFL now.
Yes.
What is this? What is a sports talk show now? Who gives a crap?
Wait till summer because I want to go to another Cincinnati Reds game.
Oh, and then we'll talk about baseball here, and then we'll have to change the show from the Nightmare Hour to the baseball hour or the football hour. I don't give a rat's
How about
butt.
we change it to I'm going to bob you in the head hour?
What channel's that on?
It's on channel 5.
Well, with the holidays that came around, it was inevitable. Every channel has football on there.
Yep.
So, you turn on the channels.
You know
and
what's one of the best things about watching sports?
what?
Either whether it be baseball or football, because it's the only two I'll watch actually. But
All the beer commercials that has girls
the
with
awesome
big boobs.
commercials. They have some really cool sports commercials.
I especially like the animal ones, like the dog opens up the refrigerator and gets the guy a Bud Light. Now, why
Oh
can't we
my
train
God,
that mangy
here
damn
we
cat
go.
to do that? No, what does he do? He comes in and eats and meows and shits on everything.
And lays across your computer.
Yeah. No, do you think he can train him to go get me a beer? He'll just look at me and go,
Meow.
That's translation for, huh?
Maybe you can teach my guinea pig to do that. He's fast enough.
Yeah,
He sure does zoom around that cage a lot.
Yeah, he'll get the beer and he'll just stay in the kitchen and go around the table. I say, hello, you wanna veer off the highway and take the next exit ramp and get me that beer?
He'd be good at NASCAR.
Yeah, he would be good at NASCAR.
He goes around in circles enough.
Put a little number 9 on the side of him, and then there you go. Oh my
Casey
God.
Kane, huh?
Yeah, Casey. I used to watch
I know.
NASCAR. I don't watch it no more because I just don't watch it no more. 'Cause I got out
Have
of
you
it.
ever been to a NASCAR event?
No, I haven't.
I have.
It's probably about the same speed as the coin phrase. It's the same speed as a baseball game and a football game, because I have both been to a professional baseball game and a professional NFL game, and you can have them because I don't want them.
You're
It's
going to go
better
see the
than-
Reds with me.
It's better than watching them on TV because it's totally different from watching on television. And I had crappy seats, and everything's expensive, and I will not go to an NFL game because that's all they did. It was down in Jacksonville, Florida, as I attended my first NFL game. And I cannot imagine how much of a boring, crappy time that I had sitting there and watching everybody's backside because they stood in the bleachers or in their seats more than they did sit down. And it's like, well, if I wanted to do this shit, I could have stayed at home. But I understand they get excited, but I mean,
You're very grumbly right now.
you pay. No, listen, you pay for these seats, and what do? They stand up. They don't sit in them.
The seats stand up.
They don't stand, or they don't sit in the seats. They pay for the seats. These NFL tickets that they get, they pay for these seats, and what do? They don't sit in them. They stand up and watch the game.
I
And
can't,
if I want to see the damn
I
game,
can't be with you on that one because I'm one of those people.
if I want to
If
see
something exciting happens, you stand up and you cheer, or you stand up and you yell at them.
you can't do that while sitting down.
No,
How about
it's
the
not
peop-
as effective.
How about the people with back pain and stuff? They want to go to the game, but they can't get up and down like a damn spring. And what do? They have to look at somebody's ass.
You can get up and down when you do other things.
Well,
Oh.
you're funny. No, I don't. I won't. Well, I won't go to a Reds game either,
Yes, you will.
unless of course it's not any nosebleed seats. 'Cause-
Hey, I'm a spoiler. I like to get the good seats.
well,
When
give
I
me
went
the
to a
good seats 'cause
Cincinnati
I don't
Reds
want-
game, I was between third base and home plate, and we were 3 seats from the field.
Well, where I was the last time when I went to a Reds game, I was way up in the very, very last of the bleachers, close enough to the concession stand where they sold $7 a glass of beer and $5 hot dogs that tasted like rubber. What the
You've
hell was
tasted
that?
rubber?
Yeah, it's
What did you eat
miraculous.
that was rubber?
Miraculously disguised just like a hot dog. But I don't do that. It's a lot different than on TV, and I'd rather stay home and watch it.
You know,
I don't
you're
even
not
watch
there for the
game.
amenities. You're there for the experience.
The experience.
Yes.
That's my experience right there. I stay at home and watch Andy Griffith.
No.
Watch Fred Sanford. I'm
No.
gonna watch that stuff.
When I go to a Reds game, you're going with me because I'm going to go to another
And
one.
there's enough to drive you crazy. But anyway,
I'm enough to drive you crazy, but you still stay with me, don't you?
let's getting off the sports track here.
Okay.
Let's get back to what we was talking about.
Christmas.
Now we was talking about Mad World Radio. We was
Oh,
up there.
Mad World Radio.
See, I pay attention. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Other than some zombies that get veered off just because they smell a little bit of brains.
I don't smell brains when I smell you.
Oh, you're not gonna smell it all once I get my fist up there. Now let's not pertain to violence.
Yeah, why
it's a
you
non-
always being so
This is
violent?
a non-violent show, but anyways,
Is it?
we had a great time with Oddman and Lady Odd, and if you
And
like,
I had popcorn.
yeah, you had popcorn. She made a special batch of popcorn just for you. If you guys did not get a chance to listen to that show, the rebroadcast can be found
On either of our walls.
pertaining to a link. You'll just have to, because there's a lot of stuff that's been on my wall and your wall since, so you're going to have to hunt for it. Yeah, you'll have to scroll down to older posts and just look for the phonetic bells.
It'll be on Monday's wall. On the wall from Monday.
Well, all you got to do is just scroll down. I mean, they know how they're not babies. They know how to find what's going on, so they're big.
It's not
people.
like we're new to Facebook or anything.
Yeah, they'll find it. But you can find that you can listen to the rebroadcast. It's a 3-hour show the title of the show is called Mr. and Mrs. Diva.
You know, this thing only smells good when you put your nose in it. It doesn't make the room smell good.
I don't know what to tell you about the air freshener. It just looks like lava rocks and shit like that.
It looks like a jar of ice
Well, don't drink
with
it.
blood in the bottom.
Ooh, blood.
Blood,
Hey, be
blood.
positive on the rock. Whoa. But anyways, we had a great time. And hopefully in the near future we'll get a chance to come back up and
Man,
hang
we
out
never
with...
steer a straight course, do we?
No, because we're half-baked. That's what it is. That's what we're all about.
I don't know, but that girl in your cup looks like she's ready to stick something in her mouth.
Well, the mummy wants to talk to her, so he's like, "Yeah,
Yeah, but look at her mouth.
will you get off with the perverted stuff? You take
I can't
everything.
help it. She's looking at me with her mouth open.
Here, I'll turn the cup. Yeah,
Thanks, yeah.
They just want some. Anyways, next on the list, I'd like to remind everybody once again that the Nightmare Man and Princess Diva the Dead fan club is up and running, and congratulations to Carmen Mooney is our very first Nightmare Man and Diva the Dead fan club member. So we are now in the process of getting her goodies ready, and if you want to join, follow the links and everything. I'm posting stuff all the time. It's not hard to join. You get autographed pictures, Diva the Dead bloody fleshy keychain, a newsletter, and maybe we'll send you some body parts or something like that if we happen to be around the morgue.
You planning on cutting your finger off sometime soon?
No, I am not
I buy it.
part of the program, child. I'm not part of the program. But we got some more people in the running for joining the fan club. So if you want to join, you're more than welcome to. Just give us a holler on our Facebooks or messages or emails, and we'll set you right up.
Yeah.
We'll take care of you.
Yes, we will.
Yes, we will. Yes, like I said, it's time for Christmas.
Back to that, huh?
Yeah. Well, we got a month to do it, so we might as well just talk about it. I mean, but...
Maybe Santa will bring me my engagement ring.
Okay, here we go. Here we go again.
I've been waiting since damn July.
You'll get it. It's a signed, sealed deal.
By the time I get the engagement ring, it'll be time to get married.
Okay.
I want to show off a little before then.
I showed you a collection of fine rings at that gumball machine, but you just turned your nose up to them.
Mm-hmm.
I try to spend a good quality 50 cents on you, and what do? You want a real one. How selfish.
I know, right?
Jeez. That one purple one that looked kind of, like a big thing, like one of them blow pops or something.
The only thing it would be good for is be bopping you upside the head with it. Put a pop knot on your head.
There was Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen. Are you ready for all those Christmas tunes? They're coming. They're coming.
Not in my house.
They're a coming. Hey, I'll play the Monster Mash. I don't care.
I like the Monster Mash.
And the one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater.
People eater. Jeez Louise.
Jeez Louise. But you want to know something that we're really looking forward to is going out. What did you just do?
I didn't do nothing.
That's not a Christmas song. That's a Christmas special effect. That's Santa coming down the chimney. Ate too many cookies. oh my God, that stinks.
You're funny.
Smells like leftover cookies.
Leftover cookies?
Leftover cookies. Santa with gas. Yeah. But we are going to check out the Lake of Lights. That God, you smell.
I didn't do nothing.
Woo, gee, what did you eat today?
Don't blame it on me.
What did you die? What did you die of or something? God, you ever smell like a zombie? Sure do now.
Yeah, with you around.
Ugh. But anyways, we're going to go out of town to see the Lake of Lights, which they drive through. You drive through for about maybe 10 minutes, and you see all these decorative lights and stuff, and you see Santa Clauses and reindeer that's been blown down due to the wind, and you know what they should have out there at the Lake of Lights. That thing they should
a
have
hot chocolate stand.
They should that would go good for money purposes, but they should do something like that for Halloween too. See, this town
needs an enema.
This town goes gaga over Christmas, but they don't do a damn thing about Halloween, and we're stuck right in the middle of it. We need to move to a town that is dedicated to Halloween. They have one dedicated to Christmas. Everywhere you go, 24/7. It could be July 27th.
Hell is Halloween.
Well, yeah. Well, not really. It isn't really Halloween. It just has to pertain to like symbols and symbolic things of hell.
Yeah.
Satan's house. It doesn't really pertain to Halloween in general. There's a town dedicated to Christmas.
Yeah.
And like I said, 24/7. It could be like July 27th, August 1st, or May the 11th. And it doesn't matter which time, it is Christmas 24/7. Now, why the hell can't there be something like that pertaining to Halloween? If it's out there, we're moving. We are most definitely moving. And that's where I'd like to go. A whole town dedicated to Halloween.
Well, at Thanksgiving time, when we were at a relative's house, the relative said, "When you gonna put your Christmas decorations up?" And we said, "Soon." And then the person says, "Well, you can take your Halloween stuff down then." And I was like, no. We can Christmas up whatever is out there, but I'm not taking my spider down. I'm not taking my gargoyle off of the banister. And I am definitely not taking Mr. Bones off his seat.
The family member really needs to understand that this is our house, and we will put anything we want to up in here because
we ain't normal.
We don't cater to no one's ass. We don't. But Scary Mary says that she would like to have some nice decorations for Christmas, and we're going to do that.
I have plenty of Christmas decorations.
We'll do. Yeah, we're not that psycho around it. Well, I am, but we're not that sadistic that we won't have Christmas decorations and a tree around.
I have a very nice tree that I set up.
We'll have it all set up, but you know that's just how we roll. That's
We
just
might
what
have to
we
move
do.
Fred for a couple weeks.
Well, that's fine. We can put him someplace.
Yeah,
My-
I'll tell you where to put him.
My display for my Freddy mask sits right up there. We can move him. That's all. That's no
I
problem.
want to put the tree right there because it's a good spot,
That's
right out of
not-
the way.
Great. So every time I'm sitting at my desk, I look up and there's a damn Christmas tree staring at me.
A
Right?
damn Christmas
A
tree.
damn Christmas tree. No, that's all right. We will do our best.
You
to-
said wee.
I said wee. But yeah, Christmas here it's a coming. That's
I've been busy lately.
huh?
I have been busy lately. What have I been doing?
Sleeping,
No,
eating.
I've been sewing some diva outfits.
Yes, you have. You're gearing up for Monsters Among Us. You're
Yes,
getting
I
some.
am.
You're getting your groove on, getting some costumes ready.
I
I
had
have been too.
I had to repair Diva's debut dress that she wears to every convention.
Well, if you wouldn't have gotten a fight with that other
You know
female
who it was?
wrestler, that wouldn't have been a problem.
No,
But
you know what
they'll do
happened?
that some more because I enjoy that.
you know what happened to my dress? You know, I always have the one strap that's broken anyway because I'm a zombie. I have to have some, tattered clothes.
Yeah,
But
Calvin Klein with a twist.
the one strap that was left, who did we meet Sunday morning, right before breakfast? We met up with Karen DeGrassi.
Karen, yeah, our Karen.
And her boobs and my boobs, and we squished together and gave a hug, and pop goes my dress strap. There was nothing holding it up. at that point.
And that mental thought keeps going through my mind over and over again.
Boobies squashing together.
Can you say loop?
Boobies squashing together.
Oh,
Boobies
it's
squashing
like-
together.
It's not the little things in life, it's the big things in life that you really love. But yeah,
But I fixed it and I reinforced it so no boobies can squash it again.
and hopefully that you're going to bring your diva schoolgirl outfit to Monsters
I've
Among
been
Us, 'cause
hearing some comments about that outfit.
telling you what?
I have to lose
Lord
some
have
poundage
mercy, huh?
because I don't think anybody wants to see the muffin hanging over the top of the skirt.
Well,
So I'm gonna have to lose the muffin.
well, you and I both need to get in shape because this is like a big thing for
But
us.
it's
and we're-
holiday season. I'm probably gonna have to wait till January
We-
to lose any.
Look, we've ate our share for Thanksgiving. Now it's time. You know,
Says you, I'm gonna have me a big old crystallized baked ham and oh my goodness, wait till Christmas dinner comes around. I tell you what,
well,
that kitchen gonna be full of food for a week.
But we need to get in shape now. We need to really, we need to get going, man. And I've been working on costumes too. I've added a new costume.
Well, a certain Mr. Diva needs to get off his butt and take his woman for a walk. She likes to take walks.
Mr. Diva gonna put a foot in your ass. I'll show you how to get
You
some.
wait till we get married. You gonna have a sash that says Mr. Diva.
I'm
I'm gonna make you a sash.
So. I don't think so.
What if it's black satin?
I don't even care if it's white satin. I don't care. I'm not wearing no sash.
You are
and
going to
ain't-
wear a sash when we get married.
I
I'm going to
wear-
put a sash on you, and you're going to wear it.
I will strangle you with it. How's that grab you?
I don't think anybody else around is going to let you do that because they're on my side.
There's not going to be no sash. I'm not going to wear no sash. I am no beauty queen. I'm no princess. I'm no nothing. I am the nightmare man, and
You are Mr. Diva.
will hear me roar, baby. You will hear me roar.
You are Mr. Diva.
I ain't Mr. You and nothing.
Yes,
Yeah,
you are.
I ain't Mr. Diva. I ain't Mr. Rogers, and I ain't...
But back to Monsters Among Us.
Yes, I have added a new costume to my rogues gallery. See,
Yes, you
everybody's...
have.
See, everybody's bringing a lot
Possibly
of costumes.
two. You got
That is
the theatrical. What is that?
I'm leaning towards the Phantom of the Opera.
Yes.
It's a possibility. It's a possibility, but right now, a definitely for sure costume, a new
Hannibal
costume
the
is
Cannibal.
Hannibal Lecter,
Yeah.
because people say that I look about like him and I act like him. I
You
slick,
can do the voice.
I slick the hair back, Clarice, and then
and then you
Pop.
lose your words.
pop goes the weasel. But no, I will be in character all through that. For that's going to be something cool.
Census taker once tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
But yes, thanks to you buying that Hannibal Lecter costume at the Halloween store this past year.
I only
put-
bought it for the straitjacket. You wanted the Hannibal
I'm putting
mouth guard.
Well, I'm putting that to good use, man. I mean, I've seen it.
and now you took my damn straitjacket.
I'm taking your straitjacket. I would love to have two people in uniform, guards,
Yeah.
uniform, wheel me in to that room.
Trust me, darling.
With a
If
dollar.
anybody wheels you anywhere, you're gonna have on that Hug Me jacket, and they're gonna be wheeling you out.
They can wheel me out.
Yes,
for
wheeling
real.
you out.
But there, we do have to plan because when it's all said and done, tomorrow we're gonna wake up and it's gonna be March, so we really need to plan. And one of the things I also want to do, I want to shoot for Bub the Zombie.
I recently found you a bub face.
Yeah, so that may just be the next on my list
You
because
do a very good
Howard
bub
Sherman.
impersonation.
Howard Sherman is going to be there.
Impersonation.
What?
I said it wrong the first time. You do a good bub impersonation.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
I said
like it.
impersonation the first time. I'm like, what? That ain't the right word.
I do a lot of mean, bub. But yeah, that's Howard Sherman. He's going to be there at Days of the Dead. You can just see him. He's sitting at the table, and I walk up and do that.
You need a headset and a telephone.
I had an Aunt Alicia once, and every time she see me, she ran too. I don't know why.
Yeah, but when
Would've been
people
my
ask
cologne.
me how many people's going to be in our wedding, I don't know how to answer that. You know why?
A lot of costumes.
Because you alone are Adam's party of 85.
Multiple personalities. You don't know
That's
who
right.
you don't know who you're marrying.
I don't know who the real you is.
Well, when I'm up there, it's going to be Freddie. I wonder what kind of voice I'm going to use when I say I do.
Oh my God.
And while we're saying our vows, how about that?
We
Dear
still have to-
Diva, you have brought joy to my life. You rotten bitch.
Oh!
I have to say
Goodness
that.
gracious.
Say that there in the wedding party, or
We
eyeballs will
still have
pop
to figure
out.
out if we're writing them or not. Because I don't know if I
We'll
can
write
write
'em.
vows.
We'll write them.
Ugh.
But the some of the monsters from Monsters Among Us is going to be in the wedding party, which is great. Well, mine actually, because there's only one female in Monsters Among Us, and that's
And
you.
me.
So you're the female. You're the den mother. You're going to have to take care of all of us.
I'm the princess, and
You
y'all
have to
get
take-
to spoil me.
You have to take care of all of us naughty
Yay!
boys.
No, you all get to take care of Diva.
Ain't nobody pampering your ass that
if
weekend.
Diva needs a drink, Diva said, I need a drink, and one of you guys go fetch it.
And when you need a drink, what we do? We point you to the nearest exit, and there's a water fountain out there. Help yourself.
No.
But yeah, we're planning. We got to get some costumes ready. It's gonna be a big thing.
They love me because Diva's a sweetheart.
Yeah,
I am a sweetheart. At least I'm not mean like you.
I'm not mean.
Really? You're always
Not
threatening me
mean.
with your claws and stuff like you're
That's
gonna cut
right.
me.
That's
Nobody else does
You
that
like-
like you.
You like that type of kinky stuff, so what are you complaining
I
about?
like this pen,
Put my pen down. Don't
but
steal my pen. Can
but
you read
I-
that? It says Sam Hain. Do you know what that means? History lesson now.
it means
What's
it's a
Sam-
pretty green pen that I like.
Yeah, exactly. You're right. First time. Jeez. You know, not to veer off from Monsters Among Us, but the July convention, of course, everybody knows this is our wedding.
Yes.
Now, you this past week on Facebook, you brought up a very interesting
Question?
question. Well, not so much as a question, so much of an idea. Now, when Dave and I got together, we both had the amenities of a household,
Yes.
from the kitchen to the bathroom to the living room to the whatever, and times 1,000. So we're thinking, what do you think these people are going to get us for wedding gifts that we already have anyways?
Well, what we desperately need, well, I wouldn't say desperately, but the wedding's going to be expensive. I mean, the dresses and the this and the that and the photographer, because
Cake
I'm
and
a
everything.
photographer, but I'm always behind the camera. This time I have to be in front of the camera. And I know it sounds selfish, but I want a professional photographer just this once. I never have before, and I want and I will have a professional photographer that will be there for their own sole purpose, will be there to cater to whatever photography needs that I have.
So
I
with,
want the entire weekend documented, every second of it.
so with that, to add to our resources, we came up. Well, you actually came up with the idea that instead of everybody buying us gifts,
Yes.
that we should just have a wedding donation to
Yes,
add
like-
towards the wedding,
Right.
which makes sense. I mean,
We both have a PayPal account. I mean, they could send if they wanted to there,
well,
or
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, the add to the expenses that what because it's us. We got to pay for the thing.
Granted, we
but
are
thanks-
getting married cheaper because we are getting married in at the convention.
Yes, and
but
and
so we
thanks
don't
to-
have to rent a hall or anything like
And
that.
thanks to Adolfo Duarte for setting that up
yes,
for us.
many thanks to him.
He's bending over backwards for us, man,
He
and we
is.
really do appreciate that. Yeah, we really do, and he is helping us greatly. I mean, he's busting. I mean, not only that, but he's busting his rump and getting everything together for the Monsters Among Us too. So he's
While
working.
and planning 3 conventions all at the same time.
Man's working double time, and I
double
tip my
time and
fedora
a
to
half.
him. He's doing it, man. He is doing it, and
It's a wonder the man has time for sleep.
he probably doesn't.
I know, right?
He'll get all the sleep he can when next year sometime. But having the wedding at the convention is a big plus. But yeah, the cake, the photographer, the dresses and whatnot, that's going to cost. Bottle caps you can't spend on them, man. It's going to cost a little bit of money. So what? Yeah, here's an idea. Send our money to wedding PayPal account to help
I'm
out,
not
and
getting
we would
a
be
brand
just
new dress. I'm going to be buying a dress used. If it's not from Goodwill, it will be from a secondhand store. You know why?
why?
Because I'm just going to zombie it up anyway. Why buy a brand new dress if I'm just going to put holes and blood all over it?
That is true. And you know what
So
I'm going to have?
buying a secondhand dress.
You know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to rent a tuxedo.
You don't need to rent a tuxedo.
Just the jacket.
You only need...
Just the jacket, yeah. But I'm going to have to rent it. There's none. I haven't seen any at the Goodwill store in a while.
I will find you a nice tuxedo jacket and a nice pair of pants.
Okay. Well, I have all the other accessories, and all the other gentlemen will be dressed in.
Do you
pretty
have a
attire.
nice shiny pair of black shoes?
Do I have a nice shiny
Dress shoes?
No, I have.
Well,
this,
there you go. You need shoes.
I have those crappy brown ones.
You are not wearing your crappy brown ones.
I thought I was just going to wear the shoes that
You
I
are
wear
wearing
with my
your
costume.
Fred sweater.
Yeah.
You are wearing your Fred face. You are wearing your Fred glove.
Do I wear
You
the?
are wearing your Fred hat.
Oh, I do wear
Which
the
you
hat?
will have dress pants, dress shoes, and a tuxedo jacket on. And also, I'm
What happened to
going
the sash?
You-
Ugh.
that's after you say I do.
That's after you say
Yes.
I don't. But that's like I said, that is a
And a red
gr-
and green bow tie.
Yeah, the red and green bow tie.
I
And you
found
finally
those on
found 'em.
Amazon. Yes,
and you
I did.
finally found them too.
They're expensive. They're like $12 for just a tie.
Well, see, that's where the wedding fund comes into play at.
Yeah, it
That's a
does.
great idea. So, folks, everybody out there that is going to attend Days of the Dead in July that would like to get us a gift, or if you're not going to attend and still going to give us a gift, that's really what we would like to have. We would just like to
Yeah.
have funds to add to the wedding to complete what we need, and it makes sense, and it's easier for us to manage it.
It doesn't matter if it's only $5. Every
Yeah, $5
dollar
is
helps.
$5,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
That goes a long way.
I mean, it'll all be saved towards the big event.
Yeah,
Or
exactly. It
put
will.
towards the purchasing of the things before then.
It would help out. It
Yes,
would help out
most
greatly.
definitely. Because the photographer is going to break me in half.
Well, like I said, we'll try to manage and see what we can.
I'm not going to pay what the current price is that I have for a photographer. I will. I really would like to use this person, but I know this person is well worth it, but I don't think that we can afford him.
Yeah.
I wish, but
Well, we will see what happens. July's not here yet, and you never know. Maybe a Christmas miracle will show up.
yeah, no kidding.
We could kidnap a photographer and keep him here and feed him and threaten him that he will take the pictures.
We do have
or we will
several
dump
friends
him off
that
at
do
the-
great photography work. Sabrina Sharp does great photography work,
Mhm.
but I'm not going to have one of my friends doing my work,
Well, maybe
doing
they,
photography
well, maybe
work
they
for
might.
us.
Maybe they
when
might.
I would rather be
volunteer to do
partying
that.
with them or have them in the wedding,
Maybe they can do both. Maybe they can party and take pictures.
I mean,
at the same
I'm gonna be grateful of every tag and every email that I get with wedding pictures
Right.
and that weekend full of pictures, but I will have a photographer that is there solely to do what I want for photography,
Well,
photos and videos.
You'll have to get 2 people because the one person can't.
This
video.
person has a wife.
Oh, well,
that would be coming with.
well, if you can't get that person, you're going to have to get somebody else and another person to do it. So.
You know, Ron Fitzgerald has a great photographer. Maybe I could contact that person and find out what they would charge.
Interesting. If you guys have any ideas of any things or thoughts,
For a professional photographer.
drop us a line. Maybe somebody local in Indianapolis that would just happen to be there for a decent price. You know, I see there's other photographers that I've seen advertised like on bulletin boards at stores and stuff that are really cheap. But then of course, what do you think that you're going to expect? I mean, what's a person going to walk in with one of them throwaway cameras?
You know, I'm
Say
one of
cheese.
these people who has the same motto as this statement: "You get what you pay for." And I have a lot of times bought cheap things and ended up with cheap things, you know.
Right.
But sometimes you do get the luck of the draw and you buy something cheap and you actually get something awesome. But I don't think I want to take the chance with the photos.
No, that is true. And if we get lucky, our pictures will be in the centerfold of like from Rue Morgue magazine.
I was gonna say stop
the
right
center
there.
spread, man.
There's not gonna be any of those kind of pictures.
Diva
No.
undressed.
No,
Ooh.
no,
You
no,
know how
no.
many people will go gaga over that?
Diva is not an exhibitionist.
Boy.
I may show a little, well, let's
Little
face it, a
something,
lot of cleavage or
But
dress
you
a
don't.
little
You're only
risque,
go so far.
but no,
You only go so far.
no one is seeing anything private of mine.
Take you with your clothes off and take you where
Hey,
something
hey,
or another.
hey,
I can't
hey.
remember the song.
Save
but-
the sweet talk for later.
Okay. But yeah, it'll all work out. But yeah, like I said, that's a good idea, and that's we got till July, so keep
So-
those bucks a coming, man. Everything will help out for a worthy cause.
Yeah, so if anybody out there, if you want to help us in any way, shape, or form as far as contributing to the wedding fund, contact either Nightmare Man or myself, and we will point you in the PayPal direction, and you guys can help out.
Yes,
We would
exactly.
greatly appreciate it.
And if you if you do, we'll even send you a Christmas card. Which exactly the
Hey,
Christmas card.
yes, we are getting ready to do photos for a Christmas card. And if you guys want to be on the Christmas card mailing list, you know you gotta give us an address.
Give us a buzz, give us a ring, and if you'd like to purchase a video Christmas greeting on DVD, give us a ring on that too.
Nobody wants you for Christmas.
All I want for Christmas is my two front teeth. Ho ho ho.
that was I could have done a better one.
They want diva videos for Christmas.
Sure, they were. Yeah, in your nice little Santa outfit with your skimpy
Put a
little
nice
thing,
little skimpy outfit on.
dressed like a
yeah.
tramp. God.
I might bend over and pick something up off the floor.
Ooh, then you'll give
No.
mysterious jingle bells and woo! What, sound like a jingle bell there now? I'm backing up on stuff. But yeah, we'll
Is
get
that a
some
candy cane in your pocket, or are you happy to see me?
Haha, thank you. And I ain't gonna ho about it
Candy
either.
canes, yummy.
No, you love candy.
I do like candy canes.
But yeah, we got Christmas cards to send out. So give us an address and we'll send you one.
Yeah.
We can do that. Bloody Christmas cards and stuff and like that. We do that.
Yeah, Nightmare Man dead on the ground and Diva taking a bite.
No, you are.
There's a good Christmas card.
Yeah, that's one of them Norman Rockwell deals. But we also have
Priceless.
we also have the video greetings
Yes,
on
we do.
DVD. That's the
And it's
key-
not only for Christmas. If you have someone that's got a birthday or something coming up, or
Yeah.
you just want someone to cheer you up for the day, contact us and we'll make you a little video.
anything to your liking, whatever you want us to say, whatever you want us to do, within good taste, mind you.
Well, yeah, not whatever
In
you
this
want us
scene,
to
I
do.
want Diva slowly undressing.
No. Diva, don't do the X-rated.
But yeah, you can get those DVD made fresh to your order. All you got to do is just give us a call. All the information's on our Facebooks and everything. We don't have to tell you how to find it.
That's
But
right.
Unfortunately, somebody is not going to be starting out December on a good note.
That's right. Scary Mary's getting some tonsils yanked on Monday.
Yeah, Monday the 5th. Is it Monday the 5th?
That's this coming Monday,
Yeah,
yes.
Monday the 5th, Scary Mary goes into the hospital to get her tonsils taken out. All this year, we have taken her to the doctor.
At least once a month.
Yeah, like once a month.
Yeah.
About her throat. And finally, it was the last straw, so our family doctor said, we're sending you to a specialist. And that's it. And that's
Time
when
to
he
get 'em
said.
yanked.
And he said, it is time. So this coming up Monday, Scary Mary goes in for about maybe 3-4 hour stay to get her tonsils out. And she'll be off school for about a week or so. Miserable as hell. But when it's all said and
But you
done,
know what? We won't hear her. We won't hear any of the normal teenage back talk or any of the normal teenage
a week of
whining
that,
and complaining.
a week of silence. Oh my God! Just
See,
Virginia, there is a Santa Claus.
There's a good side to everything,
Yes,
right?
there is. Yes, there
The
is.
good side to it is she won't be getting sick as much anymore.
Yeah, because you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Once her tonsils will be gone. So, but yeah, we'll get that out of the road, and then when she gets all healed
Hey,
up, we'll focus more on more Christmassy stuff.
We have someone who's very close to us who had a birthday yesterday. We should say happy birthday.
Yes, I have a very happy belated birthday to our good friend Diana, which is called what?
I was not talking about Diana, but yes, Diana
Well, I thought
had
that's
the same
who you
birthday
was talking
yesterday.
about.
Your grandson,
Well, yeah, let me get to
Mr. Buddy Bud.
one thing at a time. Yes, my grandson, William, is 3
Yes.
yesterday. He turned 3. Happy birthday to my little grandson.
We were over there yesterday, and we wound him up good, and then went home.
Yeah, wound him up and went home. That was it. So,
Brought him some cupcakes and suckers, and
but yes, happy belated birthday to Diana.
yes.
She's gonna be coming pretty soon to visit us, and you guys might talk cake things, because she does wedding cakes and. But yeah, happy
The
birthday.
price is scary. I don't want to hear the price on any kind of things for the wedding because everything is expensive for a wedding.
Why don't we just get a bunch of cupcakes?
No.
Hostess cupcakes and we'll
Get
just...
off my toe.
Ow.
Thank you. You keep stepping on my toe like it's the chair rung or something.
You're wrong. Oh my goodness. Speaking of food, but I don't know exactly what I call it food. You brought something to my attention yesterday that sickens the hell out of me.
What?
Our president passed a bill.
Oh my God!
Signed
Yes.
a bill
Why?
or something
Really?
like that. What is that all about?
I am not going to eat a horse.
Did you guys hear about that? She does it. The president of the United States,
Yep.
President Obama,
He signed it that we can now slaughter horses in the U.S.
Great.
Ick. No, thank you. I am not going to eat a horse.
Horses to me are like dogs, like cats.
You eat
just
Chinese.
Don't. Yeah, that's a wives' tale. You just don't eat. Survival is in all of us.
The zombies in Walking Dead ate a horse.
They eat everything. Yeah, they don't care what the hell it is, bugs or whatever.
Bugs.
But
Yeah, they don't eat
if you was on a
bugs.
desert island and you desperately needed to survive, and you that horse or that dog for that matter would look mighty damn tasty, because just so the simple fact is that's that survival instinct that you have in you. Now
Yeah,
we're
but
not
we
on
are
a-
not in any kind of shortage of meat.
We're not on a desert island.
No.
And we can go down and get a packet of hamburger and we make us up some manwich. But I'd be damned.
I'll catch a fish or eat a chicken, but I'm
I'll
not eating a horse.
Be damned if I'm going to have trigger a la mode. I'm not doing it.
Yuck.
And why the hell would he do that? What is so important that horse meat has to be a part of our diet? Why?
That's disgusting.
Is he go piss off more people in this world?
I mean, I've ate squirrel before. I've ate rabbit. I've ate deer. Do not like deer meat at all.
Well, see, I was raised where they hunted deer. I like deer meat.
Yeah,
No.
I know you do. You like deer
You know.
jerky.
I've never ate squirrel before.
That sounded perverted.
I've ate rabbit. Rabbit to me tastes similar to chicken.
So does, yeah.
I've
so
ate
does squirrel.
I've ate raccoon. I do not like raccoon because
Never
the
had
simple
raccoon.
well, you ain't missing much because that is the greasiest.
Ew.
You don't
sick.
want it.
Never mind. Thank
Yeah.
you. I don't need diarrhea.
No, you don't want that.
Yeah.
But no, I can't fathom eating a horse. I've ate buffalo before. Now buffalo ain't too bad. Now buffalo is good because one Christmas my brother-in-law Rick, some friends of his, I got it shipped. I think it was shipped from Minnesota. Buffalo jerky or something of that nature. That wasn't bad. I like that. But no way. I'm not eating a horse.
having a horse. No.
I'm not eating a horse. That's sick.
Hello, I'm Mr. Red. A horse is a horse, of course, and no one can talk to a horse, of course. That is, of course, unless the horse is the famous Mr. Ed.
Oh, Diva, would you like to have a horse kebab?
No, thank you.
I don't know.
I'm even a zombie, and I won't eat a horse.
I don't know what's wrong with the world today, but what's going to happen tomorrow?
Don't ask that question. He'll legalize eating cat.
Yeah. Well, if it does, and if we got
Next we'll be frying the guinea pig up in the skillet.
If we got a hankering for cat, Damien is enough to feed a small country.
For a week, yes.
Because he's a fat ass cat. He eats, boy. I'm telling you. But no, sorry.
Somebody
kids.
feeds him way too many times a day.
I know. I feed him too much, but that's all right. You're not gonna complain he doesn't get hungry. That's for sure. But yeah, no horse meat for me.
No, thank you.
Just finish your soup.
Eat your soup.
Oh my God. And that is the sound of the immortal Minnie Pearl. And it's time for the Howdies. A big howdy going out to a friend of mine that just happens to be a Freddy Krueger impersonator. And he's Dutch. He is the Dutch Freddy Krueger.
Oh, really?
That's his name. His name is Dan Van Omeren.
That rhymes.
And bam, damn, Frankie ma'am. It's DAAN VAN OMMEREN.
And Dan Omran.
He's a Facebook friend of mine. He's a big Freddy Krueger fan. Check his page out on Facebook. You just type in what I just told you and go right to his page, and that is his picture that is in the beginning of the show.
Oh.
That's him dressed up in his Freddy attire.
Aha.
A big howdy going out to Jeff Wickedbeard, DJ Scott Trey,
Yep.
Larry Luntz, Andrew
Yes.
Alexander,
Big Larry.
Andrew Alexander, Circus Envy, and Argos T. Flim.
Big Larry's the scariest damn werewolf you'll ever see.
Yes, if you go to Big Larry's page, he will be his basically the main costume that you're going to be seeing him in is the werewolf costume that I've been bragging about all this time because I think it's badass.
He has others.
He will bring more.
Predator too, right?
Predator, yeah. Andrew Alexander is the classic Michael Myers, and when I first seen Andrew was at Horror Hound. His costume, one of his costumes, he has several Michael Myers costumes, but the one I like is an exact duplicate from Halloween 2. And I'm not talking about the Rob Zombie one. I'm talking about the one with Jamie Lee Curtis and Donald Pleasant. That one. You look at him, and he's just right off that movie. He's badass.
Rachel would look good standing next to him then.
Yeah, it would be just like...
'Cause she looks just like Jamie Lee in that movie. Wickedbeard's a big dude.
Yeah, he is big. He is very big. And he does his costume great. I mean, the classic Jason. That's what he's going to be mostly focused on is his Jason Voorhees character.
He has a Fred too.
Yeah, he doesn't know if he's going to bring
it.
He does not know if he's going to bring his Freddy character is from Wes Craven's New Nightmare, and he doesn't know for sure that he's going to bring it. He hasn't decided yet because he's going to bring.
Like 9 other costumes.
Yeah, he's going to bring a gazillion costumes if he can.
He changes more than a girl.
No, I didn't. Jeff, if you heard that, I didn't say it. She did. She did. Beat her up.
I'd hate to see his laundry bill.
Oh man! But everybody's going to be bringing a change of clothes. DJ Scott Trey, he's going to be bringing a lot of things. He does Freddy.
I change clothes too, but I'm just a zombie all the time. Just a princess.
You make it work though, don't you? You just make it work.
And my face falls off half the day.
My face falls off. Hey, would you mind
I
picking my
give
face
pieces
up?
away.
Yeah, that's my face. Could you pick that up, please?
Last time I gave my ear to Arrow.
Yeah, Arrow got your ear. Lend me your ear. That was a great job. I liked that. That was. I just wonder Tom Savini didn't comment on you. He stood right there and looked at you.
He looked exhausted.
Well, those conventions do exhaust
He
people.
did look exhausted because it was Sunday when we. No, it was Saturday evening when we seen him.
Yeah, Saturdays when you had your.
Yeah, he looked exhausted.
But yeah, we're all going to be exhausted. Well, I don't think we really might not be that exhausted because it gets tiresome because remember, we walk back and forth through these conventions Friday and Saturday and Sunday. But this time, we're going to be confined in a room. We don't have to walk that much.
You other monsters among me are going to be exhausted probably because you know what Diva does during these conventions. She gets hyper. She's jacked up on alcohol and chocolate.
Well, I'm going to tell you something right now, Missy.
I will have chocolate.
You are going to be
me.
working this weekend, and you are not going to be.
I'm not a working girl.
You're not going to be doing your Otis Campbell impersonation. I'm not even good during these conventions. I usually have some beers, but this convention I'm not going to. Maybe after we're done in the room, then. But during the course of the Monsters Among Us room, while we're in there, it's going to be strictly bottled water for
Lushes.
me. Nope. I'm going to be on my game, and then like at the after party or something like that, I have a couple beers, but that's going to be about it. But I am going to focus on what I'm doing to do that. Let's go strictly bottled water. We'll have a little cooler full of bottled water if we have extra. Like say if Larry needs one or Andrew. Trey will probably be bringing a shitload of crunk drinks. He'll be drinking them.
Could you imagine if we had Kitty Zombie in there with us? Kitty Zombie and me together.
Well, he might be there. You never know. He might be there. I haven't heard from him in a while. I'm going to have to get him on a future show here.
Yeah, he's feeling a little more cheery now. He was upset because he hadn't got any snow yet.
Well,
he got his snow now.
He got his snow. Well, good for him.
Snow is all great and good, and it's white and fluffy and looks pretty and everything until you gotta drive in it.
Until you fall in it.
Yeah, you drive in it or you fall in it, and then after
to
everybody drives in it, it looks like a pile of slop and it makes the world ugly.
How would you like to try to get my vehicle out in the snow?
No, because your vehicle does not have four-wheel drive.
Wintertime, it stays put. It doesn't move.
Yeah, but you have to start it up and do something with
it
it once in a while.
Yeah, that is true. But
your truck looks like a baby next to mine.
Well, it doubles as the float truck too when we're going to parades. We pile everybody in the back end.
Yeah, that's our parade mobile.
That's our parade mobile. But yeah, big howdy to big howdy just for everybody, just everybody. For the Christmas season, howdy to everybody. Howdy to Nick.
Well, howdy to you.
Howdy to you. Howdy to me. And howdy to the mouthy cat that was in here earlier that couldn't keep his trap shut.
Yeah, we gotta go get Buddy Bud a birthday card.
Yeah, pretty soon we're gonna have to take off and get him set up with some extra goodies for his birthday. Ain't that something, having your birthday in the same month as Christmas?
I would like to.
24 days away.
My birthday is days away from Mother's Day, and sometimes it even falls on Mother's Day.
I would have loved to have been born on Halloween, though.
I know.
That'd have been sweet. How about that for a party?
You're an April baby, though. You're a Taurus.
Do you feel me knocking?
Not yet.
Well, let me.
Oh, wait.
Oh, here we go.
It was a bad girl.
Well, I tell you what, it's the old clock on the wall says it's getting pretty close to about that time.
Is it?
Yeah, it's time.
But once they're done listening to your show, they can go over and they can see my show.
Yeah.
A Deadly Dose of Diva.
When you're done getting bored by our voices, you can get bored by our images. Now, we have a pretty good time. We're going to get more characters on your show, though.
And actually, this week my show is actually my Thanksgiving show, since it took how many days for YouTube to finally realize that it would upload my show, and I didn't get my show out on Thanksgiving. So my show is going to be the Thanksgiving show that was supposed to be last Thursday.
And YouTube's kind of funny. I see
yeah,
they changed things
it was
around.
YouTube, and then I was sick for a couple of days after Thanksgiving, so I didn't get to do my Thanksgiving show.
Mm.
So
It takes a little bit more time for your
if
show.
they're
than it does.
not through with Thanksgiving, they can watch my show and have a little Thanksgiving with Diva.
Well, it doesn't matter what the theme of the show is. They just love to tune into a goofy broad such as yourself.
I am a little bit goofy.
A little bit? That's an understatement.
I know. My scabs are itchy.
Your scabs are itchy.
That was funny.
Folks, like I said it before, I say it again. Do you see what I put up with?
If you want to
Now
laugh
you know
your
why
ass
I
off,
drink heavily.
watch the 3rd episode of Deadly Dose of Diva when
I-
Nightmare shows up and crashes story
I
time.
make fun of story time. You never know who might turn up. Ah, you get
Oh
it?
goodness, here we go again with it. Come on, really?
But if you want to know what that's all about, you got to turn into her show to understand what I mean.
Yeah, you
by
gotta
the
watch
phrase
the
"turn
show.
up."
Plus, at the beginning of my show, they can learn a little bit about Diva and Nightmare.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I do give a little bit of information of how we met 21 years ago. God, that makes us sound old, man.
Speak for yourself. I'm not old.
You're older than me, so you is old. I can call you old man no matter what age I am.
I got you, old man.
You is old
I
man.
got you, old man.
Let's see it.
Right here, 5.
Not across the lip.
5 across the lip. Well, folks, I think that's going to be about it for this session of the Nightmare Hour. Episode 6, mind you.
Yeah,
We're on episode 6, by the way. We're climbing up there.
we are.
And pretty soon we will be getting out some information for you for our new websites, courtesy of Oddman from the Phonetic Bells Network. He's designing some new websites for us. And once they are ready to be public-sized, we will get that information out to you as well. And so far, so good. He's making a really good, the pages so far. We've been seeing some
Yep.
rough
Mine's got
drafts.
zombies.
Did you guys? I've never seen yours yet.
It's got zombies on it.
Mine has one in the one that has a zombie, but in the corner it looks like a face of some type of a giant bat creature.
Oh, that's right up your
that
alley.
looks cool. And he said that he can make the eyes glow on and off, which is like sweet. But he did put a promotional video of one of mine on it so far. But it's like I said, they're not done yet. But once he gets everything, he's taking care of it for us.
Yeah.
We could do it, but we have so much stuff, and he said he would be gracious enough to help out, and we said great because he can design. He does a pretty good job.
I forgot a howdy.
You want to go back to a
yeah,
howdy?
yeah,
One more
because
howdy.
I wanted to say howdy to our awesome friend Stephanie. One of the main people is going to be of the wedding because she's not only going to be in the wedding, but she is contributing to the wedding because she is making all of us females some fancy little hats.
Awesome.
She makes neat little hats.
That'll work.
And she's also going to be in an interview on my show, and she will bring some of her little hats and show them.
That sounds great.
Yeah,
Sounds absolutely marvelous.
fantastic.
But I tell you this much right now, speaking of interviews, the countdown to Monsters Among Us, I'm going to have the gang on for interviews too.
We both are.
Yeah, Jeff and Trey and all the rest of the gang.
They can do video interview via Skype
And they'll
to be on my show.
countdown to Monsters Among Us. We'll get everybody on there once a show, and then we'll have their interpretation of what's to be expected for Monsters Among Us, and we'll get it all set up. But you know, let's get December done first and over with. That headache month.
Get December over with.
Let's get December over with as quick as possible. I do want it.
You don't like snow?
No, I ain't partial to it. But they said that
It's pretty for pictures.
yeah, they said it's supposed to not have so much snow this year as they will cold, which is great.
Great, we're all going to turn into damn Eskimos.
Or popsicles, or a diva-sickle. How about a diva-sickle?
That sounds perverted.
I'll take grape myself. I like it.
Would you like to have a lick? Oh, wait.
Easy, easy there, Captain. Let's not start something here. Well, I tell you what, folks, we're gonna
Show's over.
Show's over. We're done. We're gonna get out of here. Thank you very much for tuning in to the Nightmare Hour. This has been the Nightmare Man, along with my fiancée, Princess Diva.
The star of the show.
Don't push it, woman. You'll get stars. You go see stars in about 2 seconds.
But I love you.
But I love you.
Woo!
Anyways, until next time, kiddies,
Keep on a slashing. And we'll see you next time.
Your heart is full of unwashed socks. Your soul is full of gunk, Mr. Grinch. The 3 words that best describe you are as follows, and I quote: stink, stank, stunk,